Hello friends, thanks for tuning into this week's tech tip. This week's tech tip is going to be all about how to customize your invitations on LinkedIn. So when you send out an invitation, there are a lot of ways on the desktop version of LinkedIn and on the mobile version of LinkedIn where you can accidentally send the canned message. Hi, this is Jason. I'd like to add you to my professional network on LinkedIn. And there's a lot of reasons for why this is important. So I'll talk about that real quick first. If you think about it, when you send a connection request on LinkedIn, you're basically asking for access to their network, and you're also asking them to vouch for you a little bit. Because if you think about it, if somebody else sees that the two of you are connected, they're making assumptions. Like if they're both good people, that's fine. But if one of the people is a pushy, jerky salesperson that everybody knows that's kind of a rude dude, and you're connected to that person, then that kind of rubs off. That reputation rubs off on you. So when you're connecting to people on LinkedIn, you're basically vouching for these people that, yeah, I know this person and we've got some relationship, however that is. We're on a board together, we do business together, whatever the situation is. So it's really important when you're sending a connection request on LinkedIn, I think, to customize it, because it's an ask, right? You're asking for access to their network and for them to vouch for you and basically say publicly, yeah, we have a relationship. So I'm going to show you how to do that on the desktop version of LinkedIn and on the mobile version of LinkedIn if you'll stick with me. Here we go. So I've logged into LinkedIn, and there are so many different ways that you can find people to connect with on LinkedIn. One of the fastest way, if you're growing your network, is to click on My Network, and LinkedIn will give you a ton of people that you can follow, connect with, that kind of thing. If you start scrolling down, you'll see different kinds of categories of people that you may know in the Kansas City Metro or at places you've worked in the past, different kinds of things. So here's the first caution. If you click any of these connect buttons, it will send the canned message. And a lot of people don't realize that until after they've sent the canned message. So let's say that I'm wanting to connect with Courtney Osborne over at First Interstate Bank. The way you would do that is you would click into his profile. And that's true of any time you're connecting to somebody on LinkedIn, no matter how you see their name and face and link in a list of options to connect to somebody, you always want to click into their full profile. So clicking into that gives us this profile, and then I can click this plus connect, which will bring up this little dialog that says you can add a note to personalize your invitation to Courtney. And then you click add a note, and you type the note. And you'd say, hey, Courtney, it was great to see you at the event last week, and I just now realized we're not connected on LinkedIn. So let's join up if you're willing, Jason. Something like that. And then you click send. That's how you personalize the invitation. So the other thing is, you might have met somebody at coffee and you search for John Smith. When you get home, you've got their business card at your desk, and there's John Smith. He's seen me look at his profile for years doing training on LinkedIn, and he always looks at mine back. It's hilarious. But if I click this connect button right here, that will send the canned message. You always want to click, I click their name, but you always want to view full profile and then click that connect button, which then allows you to add the note. So that's the PC version. Now I'll switch over to the mobile version. So here I am on the LinkedIn mobile application, and I've scrolled down a little bit. But let's say there's Tina Pugh, and let's say that I wanted to connect with her. Well, if I click that connect button right there, it'll send the canned message. You don't want to do that. So I click on her name. And here it gets even trickier, right? Because it pulls up a small version of her LinkedIn account, but it's still not her full connection, her full profile. So what you have to do is click View Profile down there. If you click this blue connect, it'll send the canned message. You have to get into their full profile. So you click View Full Profile there at the bottom, and that gets you to the screen where you now have a connect and a message button. Yet again. It's crazy how hard they make this on mobile. If you click that blue connect button, which is their full profile now, that will send the canned message as well. Can you believe that? So what you have to do is look to the right, and you see those three little dots next to the message button. If you click the three little dots, you will then get a little menu that says all these things, but if you look at the fifth thing down, it says Personalize Invite. And you click that, and that brings up this, hey, Tina, message that you could say, it was great to see you at coffee this morning. I hope you're willing to connect. Let's talk soon. And then you send the invitation. So that's how you do it on mobile. And that's the only time I do an invitation from mobile, because it's such a pain in the rear to do, is after I've met somebody at a coffee meeting or a happy hour or whatever, and I want to get it to them right away. I know to get into their full profile, then click the three dots, so I can then click the little personalized invite in the menu that pops up. So that's how you send those messages, those connection requests on the mobile app. And that's it. That's how you personalize invitations when you're sending a connection request to somebody on LinkedIn. I hope you found this one helpful. And I also hope that you will consider, if you haven't already, subscribing to my YouTube channel or sending this to a friend that could use this kind of training, this free advice that I give out every single week. I'm trying to grow my channel, and if you could help me, I'd really appreciate that. I do this for the love and to help you guys. So thanks for returning the favor if you can. I hope you're having a great week. I'll see you next week.